Of shows. So, what have we learnt today? Well, Jay revealed Big Brother's brand new eviction process.
Forward roly-poly, a backward roly-poly, and you've got a snort line of hot sauce.
Ouch! It would really hurt, wouldn't it? Housemates try an unusual way of doing a shopping list. Here is the meat section. And Maisie did a very good camel impression. Predictable, but I like it. Right, I'm very excited tonight as housemates have been nominating for the first time today, and later on we are going to go live to the house as they find out who is going to face the public vote this week. Amazeballs. Joining me for the ride is a panel more butch than Geordie J, deadlifting 10 panny docketies before guzzling down a protein shake. Our very own Wolfpack, if you will. First up, swapping Manchester for the far more glamorous climes of Bournemouth, it's broadcasting legend, Terry Christian.
Bit of Salford tonight.
Legend! I know, we should all just bow to the Christian. A bit of... I trod on your toe, I'm so sorry. A bit of swagger for the panel tonight. It's the celebrity hijack housemate turned chart sensation. Starboy Nathan is... And from Starboy to boy star, almost. He narrowly missed out on the role of Harry Potter. Their loss, though, is our gain, and to be quite honest, we wouldn't have been able to afford it him if he had have got the role. It's comedian Nathan Thomas. Now, Starboy, not only have you been on... We're obviously calling you Starboy because there's two Nathans and that would get very confusing.
I'm not the R&B singer, just in case there's any confusion.
And I'm not the comedian either.
Celebrity Hijack isn't your only brush with Big Brother. Mm-hmm. Would you care to enlighten us?
Are we talking about one of the housemates?
Yes,
that are in
we're
here at the
talking about one of
moment?
the housemates.
Yeah. Tashi is in my current video.
OK, shall we have a look at it?
Yeah, hang on.
Let's have a look.
Cause when I party in the club, I go hard. Put the drinks on the back of my card. VIP, living like a rock star. Now she gripping on me like some handlebars. Sexy mama keep throwing back shots. Just don't spill it on my Gucci while we dance. By the time we leave this club, you know what's up. Call my driver, yo.
If you blink, you'd have missed her, but she was right next to you, right?
She was right next to me.
Right
She was
what
right
was
on
she
this side
like?
right here. She's cool, man. She got a good heart. Yeah.
Any pearls of wisdom? Because she does like a quote.
I'm not gonna lie. She says so much of them. Like I can't remember any of them, but you know.
So she spoke a lot, but you have no idea what she said.
Yeah, she always says a lot.
Brilliant. Right, shall we crack on and talk about tonight's show? Yeah! Let's do it. Right, OK, so tonight we saw the birth of the Wolfpack. Terry, I'm going to ask you first, but I'm going to ask the rest of the panel as well. Would you have become a member?
Yeah.
Always
join a gang. Oh, no, I don't mean like that.
Words of
in
wisdom.
no way, by the way, in no way does Channel 5 condone the joining of gangs.
Terry,
We're in the house, yeah?
I thought you were going to go, no, definitely not for me.
I'm very individualistic, but it sounded like fun.
It does it sound like fun?
Oh, yeah, of course. Gets rid of all the boring ones who think they're so individual.
Starboy, would you have joined?
I'll tell you what, I think it's funny how quickly it came about. Like, they've only been in there for a couple of days and already they got the gangs out. That's kind of quick. That's quick.
Yeah, there's no messing about with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Because maybe if you was friends with someone that started it, maybe that way. But I wouldn't want to be initiated into the gang doing roly-polies.
I think it's nice to kind of be individual, no? Nice to be individual. Nathan, would you have joined?
Well, I think Wolfpack is a bit of an aggressive name for a gang. If it was like the Squirrel Pack or the Bluebird Pack, maybe I would have given it a think. But no, the Wolfpack, not for me. I'm a pacifist.
OK, one of the biggest stories tonight was obviously Arden and Rebecca and the swimsuit saga. It was quite epic, wasn't it? I mean, for immunity, really. Do you think she was right choosing him as her replacement?
Oh, absolutely. I loved watching him whinge. I would not like to live in his area. You know, if I was his age, or what, is he 19?
Yeah,
I would never go home again. That is not cool.
Who would you have picked, Starboy?
Who would I have picked? I'd have probably picked Heaven because she had it longest, innit? Yeah.
Nathan, do you think his reaction was fair?
All I can think about is how glad I am that she picked him, because he's like, I think his reaction was fair because he's like a sort of preying little pervert on her, really. And I think, I mean, you must know the producers pretty well here. Is there any way they could neuter him for a task? Because he's just, I'm not a fan. I'm not an Arden fan.
I don't think we're going to be doing that somehow.
Okay.
I sort of admired that about him. It's just the other bit. I mean, not the persistence of it, but, you know, the fact that just the whinging.
Do we think she has genuine feelings for him? I don't mean in a relationship way, that's not what I'm getting at. But we have seen her say towards the end of the show tonight that she doesn't have many friends and she would really like to keep him as a friend.
Yeah, but if you don't have many friends, I mean, start with some of the others before you work your way down to Arden. Surely.
Well, maybe this is part of her plan of attack, which we'll get on to later. But what do we think in the audience? Has she got genuine friendship feelings?
I don't think she does. I think she's just trying to play all the guys off, to be honest.
Really? And you think she's starting with the weakest?
Yeah, she's very sly. I mean, that was so horrible what she did to him. That was so mean. I mean, I think he's a guy with, you know, but then again, I think he's trying to play her as well.
Right, OK.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to play anyone, to be fair. Nathan, she has dropped a few hints, though, in tonight's show that she's not really interested. She said at the beginning of the show she's not really feeling him. He's like Danger Mouse. And then at the end of the show, when they're in bed together and she kicked him out, poor lamb.
No, I'm quite right. I mean, would you want Arden in your bed with you, Emma?
No!
I think that says it all.
Wouldn't.
No, I don't think she's... I think she's very needy and she kind of needs attention and she kind of likes boys being nice to her, and I think that's probably why she as soon as someone shows her affection, she's kind of... She takes it.
I can see what he's saying, but I completely disagree. I think she's
Really?
the top one.
He loves her.
I love this all day.
I think they all fancy her. They've all been pestering her for whatever reason. She exudes a certain amount of personality in there, and he was just ended up like a Jack Russell doing your leg, didn't he?
You do love her, don't you? Terry was telling me after the show last night, he's like, I love her, I think she's great.
Personality.
I'm going to stop trying to do your accent, by the way, because it's just not working. Now, she also said on her application form that if a guy comes on to her, she turns nasty. So was she nasty in kicking him out of bed? Starboy, let's ask you.
I think he was asking for it. Like, he was so persistent, as you said, with the dog humping the leg. That was really the thing right there. I think that's what he was doing, man. And I think he didn't really make it hard for her to kick him out. Like, it wasn't really. I don't think she's being nasty then. No. I'm really cynical about her, though. I don't think she's really like that. I think she's actually playing people off of each other already.
So is anybody on Terry's side? Is anybody Team Rebecca? No. Not one of you.
I'm Team Rebecca. I think she's just a nice, vulnerable, sort of sweet girl who's a bit needy. Oh God, I'm angering them.
Okay. Now Rebecca, she just may have set her sights on a new victim. We've got an exclusive clip from yesterday. Take a look.
I reckon Tom's the best looking.
Yeah, he's very good.
Tom, you're the best looking boy in this house.
Do you reckon? Sure.
You do?
Thanks, Bab. What's everything?
I'll take second, please.
Is that all right?
Can I take second? Mark, can I take second?
Yeah.
It's all right. I think that is right. You and Jay.
Me and Jay? Why'd you say that?
I think the thing is, like, no one knows, yeah, but I'm amazed at reading stuff. Like, I've locked down everything. And the thing is, because people just usually just look on the surface things, I just think in terms of compatibility.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because even though I don't give much about myself, I analyse other people. And I personally think that that's what my person thinks.
Really?
That's my person. And I know you agree. Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense.
I love Mark.
What's that?
I love Mark.
I know. I love you too.
So, Nathan, she said that she thinks Tom is the best looking.
After watch, if we can get Anton in on that neutering task as well, that would make my day.
She said
is
that
this
to
part of her
swerve
game?
Anton. She said
Of
that to
course it's
swerve
part of
Anton,
her
didn't she?
game.
Do you think?
I was
think she said
losing the
that-
will to live just listening to him there, and I wasn't even in the room with him.
I think she picked the one least likely to have a go on her. After all the men have tried, I think she
Yeah.
just wants a bit of peace and quiet. If she shows that she's interested in Tom, maybe the others will back off.
But
She was
is that
basically
for
saying
peace
to
and
Anton,
quiet?
Don't mind me. I don't fancy you.
But
I'd
the more
rather
you
have
tell
him
a
than
boy
you.
you don't fancy him, the more he pesters you.
No, not
Do you know what I mean? Well, not true.
If you
Of
can look
course
at that,
it's true.
if you can look at that and think,
No, they've got
I think it's
dignity.
not like part of the game. If you can look at what she just did and think it's not a game that she's
Yeah.
playing, I just think it's so blatant that she's
cynic.
Okay, quick show of hands. Is it a
I mean,
game?
it's
Is it
cynical.
part of her game?
into it.
Oh, she's on a mad old game. Right. If you don't agree with what this lot have to say, then why don't you get yourself into our audience? Make yourself heard. All you need to do is drop us an email, audience@bbbitontheside.com. We also would love you to take part in tonight's poll. All of the details are what we are now calling at nunny level. Down there. Coming up, John McCrick will be here to peddle his X-rated thoughts on the fresh meat in the house, including Pamela Anderson. I dread to think what is about to come out of his mouth. Plus, we'll have a live link up to the house as we find out who's up for eviction. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Like a fart under the duvet, you know it's not right, but you can't resist a good smell. Get it in. Right, now it's time for the return of an old friend. Though between you and me, after last week's filth, it was touch and go as to whether we'd actually ask him back. I didn't even know what a tip wank was until I met John last week. Right, brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
I know I'm sexy. I've had plenty of sex. I know how ladies work and what they like.
Please welcome the captain of copulation, Mr. John McCrick. Come on, John. Sit down, my lovely. It's so nice to have you back.
Terrific to be here.
And so nice to be sat here talking about 14 brand spanking new housemates.
And you're blooming as ever. They're getting bigger every time I see them. It's fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic.
Yeah, they're slightly getting larger. Right, are you excited, John? Not by my bosoms, by the 14 housemates.
Absolutely terrific. The potential is there,
Yeah.
but in very early days.
Okay,
they're
so
still
what do you
acting
make
the
of
parts.
them?
Well, the one I like most is Alex. They are enormous, aren't they? You know, it's a sad case. I don't care about a girl's personality, her looks. If they're big, they're in with a chance with me. So she's my number one.
And I
Alex.
suspect they are real.
Really, but that's really important. Never, ever get implants. They're horrible to feel. They feel hard and everything. But that Alex, a Geordie lash. Away
Yes.
the lads, Newcastle United.
You're a
that's
Newcastle
my
fan?
team. Newcastle fan. Support them.
So
Support
she's
Alex.
a perfect gal for you.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
They seem like they're sex mad, though, John. That's all they ever talk about.
It is, well, the only sex we really had is this Rebecca, who apparently hates men, yet she's a foot fetish. I cannot stand foot fetishes.
So why
in
if I
men
put
or
my
women.
foot near you now?
Well, they smell, so that's... no, that is disgusting. Imagine licking feet, so she's clearly into that. So
Okay.
she's a weirdo to start with, Rebecca.
Right, okay. Now, before we get on to the rest of the housemates, you've made another tape for us, haven't you, John?
I have.
you wanna
Absolutely
pop it?
fantastic. Bros and camel toes. So
Okay.
you go and see that with
Do you wanna
Brav.
pop it in the slot?
In we go. Watch all this. Plenty of bosoms here.
I think I need to put a bra on.
Yeah.
I'd make love to her. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. She's fit, like, very fit, very fit.
So, John, you've mentioned mentioned that your favourite filly so far is Alex.
Definitely.
But what about nags that you'd like to send off to the knackers yard?
Well, certainly Rebecca. You know, I can't stand Rebecca, so she'll have to go.
Any others?
I'm waiting and seeing and dwelling in the box. One, I want to go as well.
Quite early days, isn't it?
We'll
We're only on
come a bit
day
later.
4.
Yes, exactly. So give them more of a chance.
So anyone that you think might have potential to join Alex as one of your favourites?
I'm just waiting and seeing. Obviously, there's a real sort of class in the house is Louise. She's the class totty that anybody watches. They'll all be after her. She's a gorgeous-looking girl. Her chest isn't quite big enough, but nevertheless, she is the class totty there, and they're ones that they'll all be lusting after.
OK, now talking of big bosoms, Pammy was in the house. We've seen. What did you make of that?
Well, she's an arch diva, isn't she? She's the only person who's had her own room, except in my year, Jackie Stallone.
Jackie.
Now, Jackie Stallone had her own room. It stank after it. Oh, no, it was absolutely...
Too much
But she was absolutely appalling. But Pamela sort of deigned to come in, play a little part, and then go rushing back into her own room. So she's got away with it. And she pretends that she's sorry that she's leaving. Well, it's awful. And Tashi, if she thinks she's any chance of turning up in Los Angeles, going into the mansion, and Pammy saying, "Oh, Tashi, great to see you."
She thinks they're mates for life, doesn't she?
It's pitiful. She is... Dream on, Tashi. Dream on, dear.
Now, John, talking of Pam, I thought of you yesterday when we saw all the slow-mo shots of the task.
Stuff, yeah.
I would imagine you were loving it and possibly rewinding and playing.
Well, you can imagine the producers of Bruv, their first meeting they had, we've got to get them in red swimsuits, whatever else. Now, I could take over the programme with an idea like that. Everybody would agree with it, but they were terrific and they're wonderful, wonderful shots. And the girls, there's no doubt, as Baywatch proved, those sexy swimsuits, although not just the little bikinis and that sort of thing, but they sort of grip the body, the curves and everything is shown.
You've paid so much attention to detail, John. I love it.
Well,
another thing that we can see here is all the girls, apart from Tom, is at the front, and all the boys are at the back having a good old ogle. There is a hell of a lot of testosterone flying around in that house. So let's talk about the men. Do you have any favourites as far as the men go?
Well, the men, I think I definitely like Tom because he's the arch nerd.
Yeah, Tom is brilliant.
He won't be voted out.
No.
Because they're going to look for him, absolutely. Anton's the player. And he is just...
wants to be the player.
Yeah, well, he wants to be... But he's the poor girl's Lucian, isn't he? From the celeb Big Brother. You know, he's not as good looking, but he likes to think that he really is a great big player. And I do love Harry the Toff.
Yes.
He likes fox hunting. And remember, foxes are safe in hunting land, except they chase once or twice a year. If you want to find foxes, go to support hunting, because that's keeping foxes alive, and he goes for that. We're being ruled by the oldie Tony and Toffs, and along comes Harry. Wonderful.
OK, along came Harry.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Jay. He is a bit of a prolific shagger.
Well,
claims to have slept with 1,000 women.
He must have plenty of threesomes.
A bit like you, John. I would imagine you've had your fair share
not quite.
of women.
I'm in the 900s at the moment. But you can imagine the threesomes he must have had. But even to go along and say that. But he's the George...
Do you not believe that he has?
No. But
I think he probably has.
No, but why the girls like him is a bit of rough. He's like the guy you see on the building sites. So that's what the girls go for, that muscles and all those awful tattoos and everything.
Well, very
Geordie
quickly,
lad.
will he make it 1,001 in the house?
I think with Alex. The two Newcastle girl and a boy from Newcastle, horny lad, a girl who gives, and she got great chest. So what more does he want?
Now let's talk role play, John. I imagine you're a fan of that. You want to talk about Heaven, don't you?
Well, Heaven is...
Shall we look at Heaven first?
Just watch this.
Let's watch Heaven.
Just watch it.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. It's fine.
Mantle.
Heaven.
I promise I'm not. Oh, bad.
Hello, baby. Come and give Mummy a hug. Thank you. Come here.
So, tell me your thoughts on Heaven.
Well, Heaven is the kind of girl you meet in hell, isn't she? And you can
John.
imagine she was pushing herself forward all the time. It reminds me, in Bruv, you start slowly. They never get the front runner, like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise went and won. Athletics, cycling, the front runner's always cut down.
But do you not
She's
think that was
peaked
just
too early.
Do you not think that was just kind of on the launch night when they'd all got in there? She seems to have settled a little bit.
No, she's trying to grab and yes, and because she had the golden swimsuit, that really had. Otherwise, she must have been up for eviction. But she is, and she's so full of herself. How important she is, how clever she is, how she knows so much. The woman from hell. Heaven meets in hell.
OK, and finally, John, As our resident sexpert, you've already mentioned, do you think that Jay and Alex will get it on? But do you see any potential couples?
It's difficult. Anton, anything that, I won't say those words, no. Anton, if any girl makes herself available, he will be in there pitching. I like Anton because he isn't nearly as good as Lucian was, but nevertheless, he's playing the part well.
He's trying.
But I tell you, we're going to have definitely, because you can't go 60-odd days without having sex. Nobody on earth can go for that. They're bound to have it. The thing is, will Bruv show it? How much will Bruv show? So it's bound to happen.
That's
We
the question.
perverts, we voyeurs, will be satisfied.
I would imagine, though, if they're going to do it, we'll at least show a little bit of it.
Well, if Alex gets them out, I'll be watching.
OK, John McCririck, everybody. Right, well, if Jay's quotes are true, 1,000 women, we could all learn a thing or two from him and his mates. So we sent our Jamie up to Newcastle for a night out on the toon with Jay's friends, including Big Brother champ Anthony Hutton. Did he have an Isle Reet time?
Alright, fellas. Alright, you cocky class. You reckon he's in it to win it, or is he just there just for the crack? Really? He's winning it. He definitely wants to win it. What's the point of going in if you're not going to win it? You know? I'm already spending money now. 100 grand. He's going to take us to Vegas. Come on, boys. So, we're off out on the toon. Aye. Doing the toon. For the crack. Are we good to go? You look okay? You fucking done. Coming up with me, look like that. Right, so I need a J makeover. Definitely. You guys gonna give me a hand with that? Mate, let's do it. Come on. 1004. Lukey Brown. Fog on the time. Miss Buggy, you cannot play.
After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Put him on. 1, 2, 3. I want London. We're done now, right? No. That's good. You need the tan. You need a little bit of gadgy sauce on you now. Gadgy sauce? Aye, hairy tiddler. Get on. What does it say? You're the win. Have we got a big spunky cock on the go?
Now hold up. Wait a minute.
Three lads, how let's get about in the toon.
Oh, wait, we're going? Are we going on the town? No! The background!
She loves the dance floor.
It's a kebab and a pizza in one pizza.
They absolutely destroyed him. Amazing. Join us after the break as we hook up with Big Brother and go live to the house to discover who will face the public vote. Who will it be? You'll find out very soon. With all spin-off shows living in a house together, we would never get nominated, but we know who we'd vote for. Now, the housemates have nominated for the first time today, and it's fair to say they haven't found it easy.
My little boy gave me some advice not long ago, and that advice was that life's about joining in, and I don't feel like he's joined in.
I feel like I clicked with all of the other girls first.
I feel like she's took the least effort to get noise. Like, she hasn't even asked us what I do.
I feel like it's all a bit fake. This is reality TV, not fakeality. Yeah?
She isn't her sort of true self in the fact that she plays the sort of dumb character a little bit in a way and always sort of plays up to the camera.
Don't be fooled. That guy will backstab you in a second.
Oh, it's so horrible.
Am I allowed to change the second nomination?
Yes, you are.
She drinks my soya milk, even though she eats dairy.
The only reason I can think of is because I've spoken to him, I don't know, the least out of everyone. Is that a reason?
No, Faye, that would not be a valid reason.
He doesn't show much emotion about this type of thing.
He's a really nice guy, so I feel really bad.
He just kept like looking over and doing that, and I feel like he could be quite bitchy.
The fact that he forgot my name probably 12 times, I didn't really like that.
He ate a boiled egg the other day right in front of me, and I hate egg that much, and he just consumed it like it wasn't even there.
He's got crusty toenails. If you look at his feet, they're disgusting.
He's the person that I haven't gotten to know the most. He's so lovely, but I don't think he makes such an effort with everyone.
Sometimes he looks at me and I feel like an absolute piece of shit.
I don't know, today I've spoken to her a bit more and she seems a bit more like interesting, but I really haven't felt that captivated to talk to her at all. She's a bit boring.
So they spent a total of 3 hours and 10 minutes nominating in the diary room, and now it's time to find out who will face the public vote. Let's go over live to the Big Brother house.
Yeah, just adapt it, yeah, brilliant.
Put a positive energy into it. Chicks jam my hype, innit?
Yeah.
This is Big Brother.
One more.
The housemates nominated for eviction this week are,
In no particular order.
Okay,
in no particular order, Aaron, and Harry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't let me say.
Way!
That might not be.
And
oh, shit.
Tashi.
What the fuck?
What? Told you, I knew it was funny.
And?
No, I don't because, as you know, I've only got...
And
There'll be loads of us.
Fuck.
All of us.
Aren't we?
I bet it's because...
That concludes the housemates facing eviction this week.
Fucking hell.
I told you I had a feeling.
Fucking hell.
I feel a deal when they do this.
Aaron, man,
you're right.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Look, your pictures have gone dark blue.
Oh, fuck.
No, I told you that means people are snakes, because that's more than that if you think about people.
So, to confirm, that's Aaron, Harry and Tashi all facing the public vote on Friday. Let's have the lights up. They're doing a drama. There were so many gasps in the audience. Terry, were you surprised?
Yeah, kind of a bit, with Harry, because he seems quite amusing. Aaron, because you think he might end up being a bit of a nasty Nick.
Yeah.
Although he's not as clever as he thinks he is. Tashi, no, but I think what might be interesting is now she'll be vulnerable, like the wounded wildebeest in the herd, for Anton to have a go at.
Did you think?
No, he'll be on her now, won't
Who
he?
did you think would be up?
I thought Tashi would be up just because, she's probably a really lovely girl and you said she had a good heart, but something about her gets on my nerves a bit when I'm watching.
Right.
Not
And
that it's a bad
who
thing.
else?
And who else? Yeah, I thought maybe Aaron, because he don't seem that likeable.
Okay. Who did you guys think? Who were you expecting?
I thought that Adam was gonna go, get evicted because not
Arden.
evicted, but yeah, Arden.
Arden.
That one.
It is quite confusing,
It's
isn't it?
really hard. Purely on the fact that people would have wanted to get back at Rebecca. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as these ones were saying that.
I don't think so.
No, I think he's quite safe. I think his safety numbers. Who did you think would be up?
Probably Alex, probably.
I think, because
Alex,
she
she's
seems
been
to
quite
be
quiet at the moment, hasn't she?
seems to be people pleasing too much.
Oh, really? Tashi?
She boils my piss. I hate her.
On that note, let's go over to Starboy. How different do you think things would have been had they not have had the golden swimsuits?
If they didn't have the golden swimsuits, I don't know if it would have been that much different. I could have seen Heaven getting nominated still.
Yeah.
I definitely could have seen Heaven getting nominated. And I thought that Anton was going to get nominated as well. But obviously that whole Wolfpack thing's kind of powerful nowadays.
Exactly. So what is it about Tashi, do you think, Nathan, that's rubbing people up the wrong way?
Everything? The quotes, I think, were the one that really annoyed me. I mean, I feel terrible saying this while Starboy's here. I know they're friends. But I'd like to hear what her quote's going to be now that she's been nominated. I'm off.
I'm off. See you later. You have worked with her. What do you think would rub everybody up the wrong way?
The quotes is definitely that it's definitely the main thing, because obviously sometimes it can come across like pointless, a little bit condescending.
And like she thinks she's wiser than everyone else.
It's a little bit condescending.
She did sort of say, I've been through a lot in my life, and you think, what, you got a grade D in your GCSE instead of a C? You know, that kind of thing.
It's quite. I do feel that if you see behind you, that's a clip of her now. She's taking it quite badly, and we did see her. We did see her the other day when she was kind of saying she'd had a bad life, and she said she was kind of bullied at school, and I think she really isn't going to take this very well. I think it's
trying to make you feel guilty now.
I am trying to make you feel really bad. Terry, it's a Big Brother tradition that girls always get the boot first. Are we going to follow suit this year, do you think? Is Tashi going to be the one to go?
I don't know if they show enough of her crying, and if Anton gets in there and does her a favour. Or she do you know what I mean? It's mutual, isn't it? I think she may yet be saved.
OK. What about the whole Wolfpack thing? I think this is why these three are up, to be honest. What do you think, Starboy?
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm saying that's that new, secret society.
Safety in numbers, I think. That none of them are going to vote for each other.
But sometimes when you're in the house, certainly when we were in there, it was quite funny that a lot of people just don't do anything. Like washing up, tidying up, all of the rest of it.
And that gives you a reason to nominate.
Yeah, because it was funny. We were always told that it was a lads and girls split, and I thought, well, it was only me, Tommy, and Coolio who did any tidying up. Or washing up. Look at us, very domesticated.
Good for you, Terry.
Right. Kept it clean.
Nathan, do you think the rest of the housemates have found it hard to relate to Harry?
Yeah, because Harry and Aaron
Apart from Aaron,
they've
and
kind
they're
of
the ones that
distanced
are
themselves
up.
a bit. I'm not that surprised that they're up, because they have kind of distanced themselves a bit, but I think that's just because they're not nuts, and the rest of them are kind of a bit sort of kooky and wild, and they're just sort of more normal.
It's a bit sneery, though, isn't it, Aaron?
I think they kind of represent the viewer watching sort of all the crazy action going on.
Yeah, I think that's a good point,
That's my deep insight.
Guys, Aaron is the oldest housemate at 30 years old. The oldest. Oh, my goodness, I feel really old. Do you think that's why people are finding it hard with him?
No, I don't think whatever your age, you can have fun if you're 30. Like, come on, if when you're 40, life starts at 40, so...
Exactly, I agree with that. Anybody else think it's an age thing? Because, the younger ones are in the Wolfpack. They all seem to... Well, they're not going to vote for each other, are they? And he is the oldest.
I don't think it's anything to do with age. I think he's just arrogant. He's horrible. He just sits there, does nothing. He's boring.
I quite like his arrogance, though. I think he's an interesting housemate. Do you think?
Yeah, I think he's the oldest, but he's still down with everyone, even though he's not hyped up and doing all that mad stuff that everyone else is doing.
I love that when you said down, you actually
went
like that. Right, who do you think is going to go on Friday, Terry?
I think it might be Aaron. I'd like him to stay. I do think he's been a bit overly sneery, because I disagree with what you said. I don't think he is sort of representative of the viewers. I think he's representative of that kind of let's laugh at the peasants mentality.
Do you think Vote to Save this year will help Tashi be the first girl to stay?
Maybe, because and if she cries enough and opens her arms up to the predator.
Who do you think will go?
I think Harry. Who's really going to vote to see him stay in? Harry. What's he done?
Well, yeah, that's why I think Vote to Save will make a difference
as a character,
this year.
what's he really adding to the house? I know what Tashi's going to add. I know the entertainment value that she's going to have. And same thing with Aaron, because I know...
But haven't we got that entertainment value that Tashi's doing with all the other girls anyway?
Nah, not with that whole conversation thing, I'm telling you. Who else is doing this? Who else is doing this?
And very quickly, Harry, who do you think will go?
I think
that...
Sorry, Nathan, I just called you Harry. Sorry.
I mean, I don't want anyone to think that we're similar. I think that if the camera keeps perving on the girls in the bikinis, then I think a lot of boys are going to be voting to save Tashi, and she might be safe, and maybe Harry will go.
Okay, and very quickly, shout out who you think's going to go.
Harry!
Oh, Harry. So now we know who is up for eviction. Who stays? As always, you decide. I'm going to go for a walk. Right, we've got even more exciting news for you. It's non-stop on the show this evening. We're now offering you the chance to vote online. So as well as phone voting, you have another way to save your fave. Joe is going to fill us in on exactly how you can do it. I keep bringing my stick everywhere with me, Joe.
I love that stick.
So I don't know how to put it. So what's going on? How is this other way that you can vote?
It's all very exciting indeed. Do you want the official line?
Go on then.
Okay. It's the first time in the UK that Facebook credits have been used to buy votes for contestants on a TV show.
Okay, so this is the first ever reality TV show that has let you vote online in the UK.
Yeah, with Facebook credits.
Amazing.
Right.
So what do you do?
Okay, so go to our app, which is facebook.com Big Brother UK.
Okay, oh, there's me and Brian.
Looking very good. There's loads of news, videos. Obviously, this is where you get your updates.
Yes.
You want to go to our voting section.
Yes.
There
they are.
There you go.
The 3 first possible evictees.
Exactly. You go up to the top. You have to get your credits first.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Really easy process. Even I can do it, so it's that easy. And then you go down.
I was going to say, I'm not on here, so I want to know, is it easy? You've said it is.
So easy.
Fabulous.
Luddites could do it. Luddites could do it. So then, obviously, you select who you're going to save.
Yeah.
By clicking through, save them, and then you share it on your wall for everyone to see.
Okay, have you voted yet? Don't forget, you've
got
to vote for all 3 of them because Joe's impartial.
Absolutely.
Still to come, Terry and John head to the house to see all the reactions to the nominations news. But before that, here's Marcus with the details you need to save your fave.
This week, Aaron, Harry and Tashi face the public vote. And this series, you can vote by phone or via Facebook. Who stays? You decide. To save Aaron, call 09016 161701. To save Harry, call 09016 161706. To save Tashi, call 09016 161713. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Or simply go to our page on Facebook, Big Brother UK, and follow the links. There's a minimum Facebook credit purchase of £1. One vote on Facebook will cost no more than 7p. For full terms, channel5.com/bbvote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Think of us as the Jason to the main show's Kylie, especially for you. Here's today's news. Pamela may have gone without leaving any skid marks, but at 10:18 a.m. she had one last message for the housemates.
Anton, now, you need to keep it together. There's a lot of sexual energy going on. You're gonna have to, I don't even know how what's gonna happen. Harry, it was really nice to get to know you and wash dishes with you. Alex, I think you're so sweet. You can really work those pink shoes. Keep wearing pink. Jay, you're cute. I love your tattoos. You were really close to getting the last golden swimsuit because some of that rapping that you do is pretty entertaining.
So let me get this right. The housemates spent 4 days with a Hollywood sex bomb, and the most exciting thing they did with her was the washing up. Brilliant. Also this morning, Louise and Rebecca discussed their toilet rituals.
Went to the toilet. For a... Yeah. And I don't know if I flushed it. And then I went in after me. And there was a float. Oh, I think so. It is weird, isn't it? Going to the toilet here. Yeah. I just cough me when I know it's left my bum. You do what? I just cough when it's left.
We better watch out because next time Louise coughs, we know what is coming. So, on to 12:28 p.m. and the housemates discovered a new way of communicating with each other.
So bizarre.
It's a slightly tricky language to grasp, but it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to understand Paddy. During nominations this afternoon, Louise had something to get off her chest.
I sense jealousy, seriously bad coming in here all of a sudden. Bit of jealousy with one girl, in particular with me, really bad, to the point where she kind of follows me now and she kind of just wears my stuff what I've wore after me as well. And just constantly stares at me. And I'm not keen on her one bit. Really not keen. Really not, and she's not genuine. It's Maisie. I think at first we kind of got on, but now she seems to be being I can sense her being a bit funny towards me.
Ooh, I heard gasps in the audience. We'll see how that pans out this week. And at 5:03, Rebecca finally managed to get something out of Mark.
Will Rebecca stop squeezing Mark's spots?
And that's why she's such a hit at spearmint rhinos. So that was today, but what's happening right now? We've sent John and Terry, our own sitcom double acts, to find out. No Perving McCruick. Then again, on second thoughts, go on.
Well, it's a bit more David Attenborough, actually, because the wolf pack are gathered just the other side of the waterhole at the moment. Tashi, kind of the wounded wildebeest, she's been pursued by Anton the Predator, hoping to give her a bit of comfort. He was the first bloke to go into the kitchen with the women. So what do you reckon he's trying to pull her in it while she's vulnerable?
Well, but Tashi made no attempt to try and disguise how gutted she felt. Burst into tears, no stiff upper lip. And the way the other girls sympathised with her, obviously rejoicing that they weren't picked themselves. So the insincerity of it as they crowded round her. Poor Tashi, and she'll find out later on who voted for her.
But Anton, straight in there, he's the sort of bloke, 10 to 2 in the morning, a few drinks, vulnerable, ignored by your friends, feeling unattractive. He'll come schmoozing over and stick his tongue in your ear, love. Isn't that right?
Yeah, he was, but I also feel sorry for Harry, the toff, because he's got no base in there, so they'll always vote against him. Well, the public vote against him as well, so Harry, I thought, was certain to be in the short list.
God bless him. OK, Emma, it's back to you from Wildlife on 5.
Wildlife on 5, I love it. Thank you very much, gents. Right, time to find out what's happening in the sweaty box. You've got a poll result for us, haven't you, Helen?
We did. We did an online poll earlier on.
Yes.
To see who of our audience, which group they'd like to be part of if
Okay.
they were in Big Brother House.
And the groups were?
They were the Wolfpack,
yes,
the Ducklings,
yes,
or I don't want to be anyone's group. I'm my own person.
Exactly.
And the overwhelming majority were, I'll be my own person.
Exactly. I don't blame you.
Exactly.
And what is going on in the house? Tashi still looks quite upset.
Yeah, she is. She did. You just saw her, didn't you? She straight
Yeah.
away burst to tears.
Yeah.
The boys are kind of being a bit more.
Is everyone
nonplussed.
comforting her?
They are.
Even the
Giving a
people
lot
that
of love.
nominated her?
Yeah, basically.
Lovely.
Everyone's feeling the tension quite a lot.
And what do people online think about the results?
Straight away, everyone's saying get Tashi out.
Oh, really?
Nasty Nick Bateman, our very own, says it's a toss-up between Tashi or Harry. Keep Aaron in.
Oh, he sees himself,
I
doesn't
think
he?
so. He's a funny one, Aaron. He's got. I don't want him to go yet.
I think he's going to be a good housemate if he's given a bit of extra time. And any other comments?
Yeah, July Foster says, I'm surprised at that. I guess the wolf pack is working.
Exactly.
There's no one for the wolf
We
pack.
need to break up that wolf pack.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. That's all we've got time for today. Tune in tomorrow when I'll be joined by DJ Glenn Burns. Terry will be back. Nikki Graham will be here, as will Jodie Marsh. Have a lovely night. Thank you.